don't see that last pick from the Fnatic side. Oh, it is the Braum. Well, you remember how I said that I like Fnatic's team comp Fnatic to rest control of this bot lane and stop this dragon, but Razork
going forward, knowing the flashes are gone, exhaust used, reset coming out from the clone. Loopy hooking right in, was hoping maybe to find a wall instead. A quick path to the grave as he goes down. First blood for Razork.
And as a jungler, that must suck, you know?
I feel like a more valuable tool to have for the side of SK.
Yeah, when you find yourself in this sort of map state where there's 8 minutes, Drake is up, grabs are up, I always feel like the grabs are the more important one, because what tends to happen is that SK right now, when I think about it, at any moment they find this sort of prio on the bot lane, or now as Oriana you can keep this prio forever, walking in and finding engage using the prio. And now Loopy is forced to move here to relieve the pressure here that Razork is exerting over.
Skeens does get the camp, already used the Aegis Assault. Razork cloning out over the wall. Flash forward from Loopy. Razork, quick leap to the minion, definitely not getting what they want, but now Mickey's waiting behind them. Oh no, Loopy. Caught out once again. No way out of that one. They're going to donate the kill to Upset.
Oh, of course, it's always Upset. But
for anyone who doesn't know,
for such a combat-oriented spell, or like ultimate, this is actually shaping up to be fine for SK, but engaging
level
too quickly.
11 for Poby. Razork now spinning in. Abadagi looking to find the flank. His Skeens has already been exhausted. Upset still off on the side, even if he doesn't have the ultimate, could do some decent damage. Skeen locked up. They don't really have the follow through. Aegis Assault now used. Upset just sprinting forward, and down he goes. Another kill to the side of Fnatic. SK, it seemed like a decent start when they got the ulti, but Abadage's flank is very quickly turning against him. Mickey there to keep the CC. Upset fully stacked on the lethal tempo. A heal from Loopy. Elastis, whatever. And in the top lane, it's a solo bolo. Oscarinen is done as he gets taken out by Dundun.
Well, they really needed something well to happen for SK, because, man, that engage was just a little bit too early. You could see that they thought that all of a sudden we got the mid prio. Everything's going to be okay, but at the same time, if you're a bot, you can be 1v5.
3 people committed bot side, so you're right. Herald just goes down.
Yeah, well.
Now they're TPing away. SK trying to get the cross-map play here. Dundun going all in. Oscarina needs to get the hell out. And there's Abadage waiting for him. Hand delivered. Mickey can block one side. They decide not to push for another kill here. I think afraid to lose too much on the top side with the Herald, but they want to go for a bit more. Top lane tier 1 should fall. Mickey getting lower. Has the flash. But shouldn't be any way to outplay this one.
Yeah, he's realistically a goner here.
Mounted up.
Yes.
Does he find a way out? Flash over the root. I mean, he's buying time. He's getting their attention away from the tower. Mickey does go down in the end, but Fnatic are going to get 2 towers and a Herald.
Honestly, it looks awful, but at the same time, it's the best thing you can that you really need to match, or at least slow the game down by not letting them get it for free.
Yeah. And in the end, it wasn't free. They got 2 quick kills. Bot lane tower still standing. Oscarina once again going toe-to-toe with Dundun here on the top side, but it's not going to be a 1v1 as Skeens is on the way. He's running out as fast as he can, ulting to try and clear the wave, knowing he's going down, and SK clearly have a plan of attack, and it's all eyes on Oscar.
Well, it's not really the sort of dead dodge, because I do feel like yesterday we've seen this often from Oscar. When it comes to mid-game, this sort of dead time between objectives, when it comes to the map becoming stale, mid-game you're pretty much going to get one in a position where he's going to block everything. Oriana Ball can go into that rush, and for me this is just a dead objective already for Fnatic. His K is just so late.
Mickey ready to body block 4K. It is getting lower. Kadui off to the side. Dundun potentially ready to go in, but the objective already gone. Otacon going to Fnatic. Another huge swing in their favor. Abadage pulled out. Skeens coming in the back, but Abadage is already dead. It's an absolute catastrophe. Oscarinen overheated for now, but he's about to drop the equalizer right on cue. Follow-up coming in, multi-man ulti, and that's the wombo we were looking for. Braum not the engaged support we expected, but apparently the one that Fnatic needed. Exhaust on Upset, but he's already started doing damage, and it's Dundun in the middle of the team, but he's not doing anything.
And everything's just falling apart right there, because Dundun is TPing so late, and at the same time you can see the desperation on SK. They're really trying to find an engage, but when you don't have people in position and you're relying on Pantheon to just walk in, even if you ult in with Nautilus and you find engage, you just don't have enough. You're getting leads and you're putting the Braum in front. How are you going to walk past them? 1 or 2k gold lead at 10 minutes was enough to just make the snowball happen.
Yeah. And to miss your point though, Poby did throw out a random shockwave. Did not connect.
Just
continuing to walk up, but they're so far ahead, it just doesn't seem like there's anything to be done. Dundun cannot get in the fight. The equalizer goes down. Kadui able to ult out to safety, but they don't even need Baron.
Yeah.
They're just too far ahead. That's 3 dead. Poby going in. Flash forward for Mickey. Doesn't quite get the angle. Another double kill to come through. This is a slaughter.
Abedage was just TPing there for a fight super late, and now if they just tank this minion wave, it's game over. Abedage got the next wave, but honestly, this just looks like a 23-minute win for Fnatic. There's no way Rise can just clear this wave, and honestly, a little bit disjointed from SK, but it's been a tale of desperation for the last 5 minutes when it comes to the objectives. Well, Razor.
Bit of desperation. Razor gives them 1 kill back. Realm Morph into upset. And
hey,
the Rumble.
That looked cool, you know?
All right, that was a rough one. I think it's safe to say Fnatic confident in control.
I think it's still Jay's favor, but I am excited because what's happening is that Fnatic, you know, they took the hands dip from game 1, they opted out. But SK is happy to just neutralize because passively, they're the ones winning.
Good position to be in. Razor trying to shake things up. Will return to top side. Then starts to go all in here on the level 6. Q3 ready to go, trying to find Oscar. Backstep, but sees Razork is on the way forward. Gets the Q in. Razork dashing in. Q3 there. Oscar in a good sidestep to keep running. Deal damage from Dun, but doesn't have to reset on the W. First blood coming through as I trip over my words. Oscar in won't fumble, and that's an easy kill from Fnatic.
You know what's crazy? When you look at Cassandra and he's getting ganked, you never know how it's going to go.
You do never know how it's going to go. That's a good call. The good news for SK is, while they did lose their top laner, they got the Drake, and they're keeping pressure up on the bot side. So I like the Fnatic got a cross-map play, but SK still ahead in objectives.
I mean, honestly,
game control, though. Poby's quick to clear his wave.
But now we're going to see literally a repeat of game 1, where there was a big fight around this area.
This time it seems like they found Razork. Skeen's now following up. Razork forced to flash out. Mickey waiting off the side. So SK should have control, but the downside is...
to pinch.
Fnatic coming in. Poby ready to follow up with an ulti. Immediately going to lock up Abedage, not allowing him to ult out to safety. They try to get a bit more space, but their mid laner's already gone. Oscar on the way first. Dun on the top side still. Hasn't popped the teleport. Not going to come down. 2 quick kills for Fnatic. It was SK with advantage in positioning, but Fnatic don't have... Yeah.
It's like hard that humor, you know? Like, when the game is going bad, you need to kind of, you know, make a comment, reset, go into the next play, because that's the only thing you can do. We saw it yesterday when they were laughing. It worked. It did work.
And now they're going to try to find Razork again, rinsing and repeating. Oh. Mickey said not today with the Bard ult. Is he going to be able to find the stun? Razork now going out, using Abedage as a highway to escape. Oh, God, it's a catastrophe! Somebody kill that tree! It's not going to happen.
They're all getting out, honestly. I feel like they got away with murder. Oh,
Skeeves back in. Oscar doesn't have any mana. Knockup coming in for Loopy. Dun immediately follows. W forward. Ulti onto Oscar. SK are determined, but he missed the initial cooldown. It's still going to work. Poby off on the side, trying to push for a bit more. Abedage on the way out. So a lot committed.
They should hold this forever because now they just need to drag this wave, push it in. But they're actually going to give up this play because they're just losing so much to the cross map. Yoni's getting tier 1 bot and Maokai is already from this fight. Razor just went to enemy bot side and started farming their camps again.
Now they're going to go in. They caught upset. Extra damage going in. Coling, this should just be a quick double. Mickey going to try to find his way out. Well played by Loopy and Kadui to punish. A bit too much confidence there from the Fnatic bot lane.
Yeah, it's one of those situations when you feel like, is the play over? Is the play over? Because Fnatic's looping. Fnatic looping around here. Finally, 5 people here, and it's just so hard for SK to walk in here. Even if they walk in, they're gonna force the TP, and they do feel like they need to fight here, but it's so hard with all the.
Oh, ulti from Loopy. Immediately going to Mikhails himself to try and get in the back line. Kadui's ulti really not connecting on anyone. Oscar now locked in the 1v1 with Dun. Razork flashing on safety. Poby goes into the entire team, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Now it's Kadui flashing in, sidestepping, looking to take down Oscar. Ulti from Mickey doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, and Dun looking to take over. Poby Q3 over the wall, and ultimately...
Yeah, that went all over the place. They have control over this Drake. Now they can choose to keep going mid because Abe will be looking to rotate here.
I was spotted. Mickey with the charge in. Can't imagine they get another. Overall, using that prio to be first to the next objective. 3rd Drake.
I do like this position mid from Upset because he's dragging 2 people here while the rest of Fnatic is just doing the dragon. TP's coming in again.
Poke from Abedage.
They might just reset this and give it and just take tier 1 top, honestly.
TP down from Dun, but yeah, you mentioned it. Poby already that pressure point. SK trying to force with a man advantage.
It does feel hard to fight this, to be honest. When Cassante's here and he's in front.
3 from Dun connects. Kadui walking up, Coling there too, and that's a big shutdown. Again, the plan was to just watch, but they get the Drake and now a kill to follow.
You know who needed that air horn?
Yeah, Razork needed the air horn.
I told you, it would have saved his life. It's not the end of the world. Sucks that he died. It does seem like Abe is winning in isolation against
What if
Jace.
Instead of matching it and slowing it down, you just went all in on trying to take it yourself? TP top.
It is good because Jace just got chunked earlier. So now if they manage to do this and finish it earlier before Jace gets his base, which he does.
Getting lower, Loopy off the side, but they spotted the Rakan on the side. He tries to self Mikhails, and he'll now sprint out to safety using his ultimate. The wall has come into the midst of the fight, but it's zoned. Kadui out! 5K getting lower. The three of them locked up perfectly. Kobe ready for a montage. Goes in, finds two, immediate follow-up. It's a complete disaster! It's the worst possible outcome. Abadage running. Oh, God, it hurt your eyes.
It's a disaster for SK. Loopy, I don't really know why he's looking for the flank over there because the fight is just so away from him. He will have better chokes. And honestly, the setup was so well. You have Abadage there early. He's going to be ready to throw the wall. But that's the one extra step they needed.
And I think that I would love to, you know, tell you about... It's what we go back to before. It's starting to feel like the hands dip, right? Just in the moment, Fnatic players are making better decisions. Yes, they've been caught out here and there, but, you know, on average, just making the better choices in the moment, and it's really paying off despite what we feel like as well because of the Audicon. The flowers also giving you a lot of hidden stats. Really does start to add up, and now the decisions were already better, and now
such a strong call because when you're ahead in items and you don't want to give enemy time to buy those items, just force a fight because if they take it, they will lose.
Yeah.
Just
now Baron instantly picked up. Mickey is here to potentially ult the tower if they want to protect mid. They can just concede it, but Upset's there to cover.
Great play from Fnatic.
Yeah, 100%. And again, let's go back to the mid lane matchup, right? We talked about it. Poby, can he weather the storm? We were worried. You know, you lock it in early. It seems like it can be a difficult.
The mid lane is a bit open. Fnatic could be looking to pressure because right now this is probably the best fight that SK can get.
Loopy, nice initial knockup. Follow-up is there. Skeen standing tall. Kadui
on the side
a bit, but that's the route. That's the re-engage. Ulti coming through from Poby. Not going to find anybody. Locked up, pulled away, and knocked down. Fnatic's still going to be able to grab the tier 2, but
probably tier 3 as well. Back. Well, this is the best fight SK could be looking because they were just dropping this mid wave and looking to do this sort of dead brush strat against Fnatic. And it was the best you could do. And even if this one doesn't work, then yeah, that's just sad.
Yeah, I mean, they're fishing. This is the most you can hope for when you're at this kind of deficit, although Kadui continues to step up with confidence. Nice Mikhails from Loopy in the previous fight, but unfortunately the calling angle just wasn't quite right to finish the kill.
Drake in 55. Probably is going to be a resume in the game because we saw team comps in competitive so often where you have like, you know, an Ornn, a Nautilus, a Rel, and you know that even if you're fast. And Mickey is here, put the wards down. He's already here with 4 wards up. Realistically, he can always lit up this jungle like a Christmas tree. And it's again, all they need to do is find out where Loopy is coming from. What is his avenue of attack? Because he's the most dangerous one. They found him. Didn't really do much for SK at least. Now I would like Fnatic to do is just walk with this wave and just keep pushing them out. Do not rush this Baron because you don't need to. It's just so much easier in open area where you have everything warded to just gobble up as much space as possible. And this, holding this choke from Mickey and Oscar, this is what I want to see more because it's so hard for SK to walk through here.
Or they could potentially flip it. They've now used the ulti from Razork. It's a wall going in. Baron is dead. They've managed to catch the bot lane. Mickey is going to try and fish for some call, but he doesn't quite have the Q angle. Baron down for Fnatic. SK now running.
And such good usage of tools from Fnatic. Well, now they can find engage because
they're not getting chased. W3 on the Pathmaker will just go down, buys a bit of space for his team. Upset.
And that's the thing, you just need to threaten that you're going to fight them when they walk in. Because realistically, SK the whole time they're thinking this.
I mean, you know, people get a last meal before they're dead, right? Like, this is the last meal for SK, really.
An inhibitor.
Yeah, I mean, you need time to eat the meal, man. I don't know what you want from me. It's been a rough day for SK. Some good ideas in terms of composition, but the team play, the execution has not been there. And even if Fnatic have found some hiccups of their own, they've been able to outplay, outperform. Instantly, Skeens finds himself deleted. Abadage lockdown. Q to follow up probably will do a good bit of work. Razork finding it as well. Knockback is there. Poby in the midst of the entire team. Exhaust means he won't be able to finish the kill. Dun now. Mikhails down. And Fnatic a slow but inevitable victory march down the bottom side of the map as another 2 kills will go in their favor. Clean, quick, almost effortless. 2-0 for Fnatic.
Honestly,